Greetings and welcome into Ankh Plays. Thanks for joining me here once again for Eruption 8 in Stellaris Infernals, patch 4.2.4, where we continue our series, our playthrough of the story of the Volkan Directive, a thermophile race of Saurians who have eyes on transforming the galaxy and taking stars like this and converting them into red giants. And so as we continue our playthrough here, we'll take a look at a few things to get started. We're kind of in a little bit of a far reaches point of our galactic extension here. We went for kind of a greedy play, as you all know, and we've kind of recovered most of our territory that was lost in the first Tassarian Foundation War, and we eliminated last eruption. We eliminated the Polarians, who were the Tranquil Polarian Foundation. They did some damage to our empire, as you can see. We've got to reclaim a bunch of these planets, but we've got work going on with that, and construction ships that are out and moving about, and we actually increased the number of science ships that we have as well to help compensate for that. Now, we will have too many science ships at some point, I think, but with the expansion that we're planning to do, we need to get past some of these space amoeba so we can round off all of this area. We will definitely have some extra work to do, extra expansions that we don't really have to go to war over, but it might be time to go to war. Our intel with the Tassarians is very high. They have 2 fleets totaling about, I'd say 21K. I think we can take them as it is right now, but we've got a few things to do before we let the game roll forward. One of the things that I did off screen is you'll notice that we have these Volkan Directive energy conduits, and these are supposed to be autonomous as near as I can tell, but I want to kind of control which stars that we are. I want to kind of control which stars we're actually trying to transform, and so as such, right before I started recording, I went through and grabbed each one of these energy conduits, and I believe that we have 3 in our empire right now. I don't see any out here, but I've sent them to some of the more central stars because I want those to be the ones that are transformed. Now, the reason for this is because, as you can see, our original star, the cradle of the Saurian race, is quite extensively deposited with lots and lots of resources. And here's one of those energy conduits as well. Now, you can see that this system outputs quite a bit of resources, especially with the minerals. And while these are going about in different autonomous ways, one of them was headed out here to Himpra, which is where we started our eruption video today. Now, I don't really want to invest in. I want to transform this, of course, right? The Saurians want to transform all of these stars, but it doesn't seem like a good idea to start here. It seems like a good idea to start more closer to home, because I think that if there's some aggression over here and we get cut off from this space, maybe we're fighting a war on 2 fronts, maybe something else like that happens, it would be better to have most of our resources in a central area where we can control what we're getting. To that end, this megastructure here on Rabenok, the Dyson Swarm, I don't really want to invest in upgrading this once again, because it's kind of risky. Now, these guys here, the Tassarians, are the strongest empire that I can see in the victory tab. So from a points perspective, and actually that's not quite true anymore. It's changed a little bit. The Omnian administration is the strongest, and we don't have... Where are they? They're not these guys. They're not Pi. Here's our potential friends over here, the Magmorian Accord. They've got to be somewhere out in this area. I don't think we've actually met them. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're right here. So this is an area that we might need to really focus on. But it seems like it would be better for us to, since we've got the intel, to kind of run through this area of space first, once we're ready for some more aggression. Now, you notice that we have some pretty significant naval capacity, and we don't have a lot of alloy income. That's something that we need to remediate. We also are in a consumer goods crunch a little bit, and an energy crunch. So there's definitely lots of economic bolstering that we need to do to begin this episode, and to kind of set the stage so we can actually increase the amount of ships that we have access to. Now let's take a look at the crisis as well. If I can find, yeah, it's in here. We're kind of doing bad on Unity as well. I'd really wish that our Unity was much higher, because I would like to get an ascension going for the Saurians, but such that it is, that's where we're at. We really don't have a very large population. But this is the crisis tab that we're dealing with. And as you can see, we've gotten to level 2. What takes us to level 3 is probably upgrading our crucible, our galactic crucible, which is going to happen here. I don't think that I want to... Well, I mean, it's spitting out another conduit here. And I think there's a limit. I don't think it just spits out all of these conduits and then leaves them. But we'll see. Because I don't know. What I'd like to do is I'd like to briefly roll through our colonies. Bearing in mind we've got the Void Worm Plague, which we're searching for a cure. And making sure that our colonies are at least in a situation where they are up to date. So we've got our heavy industry on Bors. This used to be our capital after the Tassarians captured Volkan. We have 2.8k jobs, so there's really not a reason to change any of this. We can't upgrade, but the population here has not grown into the jobs. So I feel like this colony is set. Building more districts at this point seems like it would just be an additional upkeep cost that we don't want to pay. So like city districts, you know, we're at minus 62 energy for this place and 116 minerals. That's our net. And it's because, well, obviously, you know, we've got the metagalerists and the artisans. And we get society research from the consumer goods, and I think that's something that's special to Infernals, or maybe one of the civics that we've taken. I think it might be. I really think it might be actually the might be our race. Don't want anomalies. Oh yeah, let's go here. Let's see. These are our agendas. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's in species. Still got some robots. Do we need to set these rights here? They're not really undesirables. We'll just let them be residents. The reason I want them to be residents is because maybe they won't. We'll get some value out of those pops. Yeah, That's fine. Yeah, I don't want them colonizing. Cool, that's fine. I don't know that we can do anything with these guys. Yeah. Our AI policies prevent it, but I guess we could change our AI policies. Anyways, I've gotten distracted. Just by way of, you know, our people. You know, we're getting these extra bonuses here. So this is negative on energy and negative on minerals. Moving over to Saurians. This provides a FTL inhibitor. Do I want to upgrade this building is the question. It's going to start using volatile motes. We're at +5 volatile motes. And the question is... do we want... I don't think I want to do this. It doubles the number of soldier jobs. We need armies, but we don't need that many armies, you know? We can't upgrade these until we get the gas production. Do we need a medical center still? There's 200 medical center jobs. And they turn consumer goods into amenities, pop growth speed, and yeah, okay. So maybe that's a good thing to leave there for now. Yeah, they're +5. That's great. Yeah, we want to keep the population growing on this. We could actually strip some folks off of this, but there's 7,000 jobs here. Or I'm sorry, there's 6,000. Where did I get 7,000? There's 6,000 jobs, or 6,000 pops, and 3,000 jobs still yet unworked. So we're spending a lot of energy here, a lot of resources on not filling up those jobs. Now, what jobs are not being filled is the question. And it's our soldier, our technician, and our thermoforger jobs. And because this does not produce food like most colonies does or do. This no produce food. Other colony in regular game produce food. But these guys, they produce physics jobs and biologist and engineer jobs, which is, you know, research. So this is instead of these being worker districts, this is an additional specialty district or specialist district. Okay. So I feel like this is Saurians is in a good spot as well, which is great. Misclick there. Then it just becomes a question of what are we doing on Rent Beacon? Is there anything we can change here? There's 4,000 extra jobs. The population growth is positive. I'm going to check Bourse as well. Bourse is just slightly lower with population growth. And interesting. Okay. So, yeah, Rent Beacon. What do we got going on here? We're using volatile motes for something. Civilian industries. What are we gobbling up volatile motes with? Oh, this is crazy. Where are the motes coming from? Yeah, buildings. There's no upkeep there. No upkeep. Ah. These are alloy mega forges. 2, 4, 6. 6 alloy mega forges. That's cool. Well, we're not going to downgrade those because we've got plenty of motes coming in, right? That's +5 there. Still, let's make sure that's true. Yeah, consumed by building. So we've got like almost a +10. There's some jobs that are actually outputting them for us. This might be foolish, but that's what we're going to do for now. At some point, we probably need a colony that's actually going to output some exotic gas for us. I know there's a deposit here that we haven't actually started harvesting, and we need to do that. Ajam, this actually could be sectorized. We just kind of started building this colony out. We put some population on it. I'd like to resettle a few other folks from Saurians over to this place, but I want to take a look at what type of jobs we need to do that. It's cool that these windows can move around. I've never thought to do that. Odd factory workers. Oh, interesting. They're just working the district right now. Crazy. I'd like to give them like 300 or 400 more workers, which would give us more energy and minerals. So once we start building our forges here, I see. Okay, so we've got some forges, alloy foundries to be constructed. They're quite a ways down the list. But until then, these workers are just working in the district, is what it looks like. So I've got 2 of these districts, which means I should have 200 medical risk jobs. Oh, and I only have 100. How does that work? Oh. Okay, that doesn't make sense because I've got medical risk jobs here, which explains this. Thermoforgers take energy credits and minerals and turn them into alloys. Maybe it's these guys? But this is thermoforgers. That's not entirely clear to me. Suffice it to say, we have odd factory workers. And then we have metallurists. Thermotechnic mentors is providing research. This is going to be a biology research. I think it's what we chose here, since our biology research is really struggling right now. Or, I'm sorry, our society. Okay, so regardless, looking at this economy, I could use 300 to 400 more. And Saurians is my most highly populated colony, I think. Yeah. So Ajam is still building out, but now we're at 1.6k. They're better positioned to kind of start contributing, and we really need them to contribute. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to create a sector out of this. And this is the Ajam sector, and then I think it's 7. Yeah, Saurians core, Ajam sector. Excellent. And we don't really have any leaders for these. That's fine for now. But looking through, yeah, that's great. That's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. We won't get Nishpan, but we'll go back and get Nishpan eventually. Oh, we gotta let time move forward, because it's in there, it just doesn't designate right away. Which is why it shows as no population and no colonies. Okay. Didmus has a bunch of robots on it. Now the question is, do we have robot assembly plants? No, we do not. I think we've had that option several times, but just didn't get to it. What we want to do here is we want to get rid of these impassable mountains, because once we get that tech taken care of, we can transform this, I think it's a tomb world. Yeah, which is 0 habitability for us. It's way too cold. Now, Anastasia is the last on our list, and we are terraforming this to a volcanic world right now. What this is going to do is it is going to drive the Pelerian population off of the world, which is fine. You know, I don't really relish the idea of purging them, but I also don't really want them thriving at this point. I might change my stance on this later in the playthrough, because pops are so important. It seems really difficult to justify, you know, terraform. Like, I'm trying it because I want to see what it looks like, and I might end up regretting this decision, because we're terraforming this planet to a volcanic world so that our species can populate it. But what might end up happening is, if those pops are, like, you know, going off to other civilizations, other empires, we're losing the potential credit from those pops working for us. So, yeah, I guess that is that. So we've got our colonies kind of managed. We've got our entropy conduits managed. I think it's just looking at our fleets. And before we look at the fleets, and then we'll look at our civilian ships as well. I'm trying to stay organized. I know this takes extra time, but I'm really trying to get all I can out of this playthrough. And I've already made quite a few really ugly mistakes. Okay, so a whole bunch of stuff that's ready to upgrade here. Let's go to the ship designer. And so this is still set on auto upgrade. I do not understand this. It goes back to auto upgrade every time. It's really starting to anger me. Because it's fun, at least for me, to manage the upgrades on each one of these ships. And every time I come back in, after reloading the game, auto upgrade is back on. Not cool, guys. Right? Like, this destroyer just got way more expensive than it needs to be. And it's fine to have improved deflectors. Like, I'm not overly concerned with it, but I really dislike the fusion reactor or the power generator changing on me. Now this is back to auto upgrade. Good lord. And once again, this is a huge excess of power. We might even be able to get away with one. Nope. We'll just go with the fusion. 2 afterburners makes sense. All of our armor looks good. Let's go to ship designer. Once again, like, the antimatter reactor is the best, but you don't need it. That's really annoying. Cool. Okay. So the ships are looking good. The 5th cruiser fleet. Let's take a look at our fleets now. So the 5th is kind of moving back up to Aluna. And then we'll have them repair and refit, probably do some upgrades. The 6th is here and could use some repair and refit. Although we don't want to spend that money. And then the Disruptor Fleet. Disruptor Fleet is down here. They're headed up to Orville. They're headed into the Abanus Nebula. They're going to help us kind of clear out some of these hunter space. Well, yeah, we can clear out the hunter space amoeba with these guys. At least I hope we can. If we end up losing that fleet, that's fine. Sorry, if you hear me drinking anything, it's because I'm enjoying my morning coffee. 1 cup a day. Here we go. Okay, so we've got this guy who's busy, this guy who's busy, this guy who is moving, okay, to Orville. We're going to reclaim that. We've got a construction ship here. That can't do anything because we haven't finished surveying. I'm just going to get these guys going. And then we've got a science ship up here that's not doing anything. Let's go ahead and have him head to Imago. We need a scientist, though. Yeah, anomaly research speed. Sounds good. Excellent. So we've got everybody busy. You're surveying. You're headed out to survey. Okay. Now, the only thing is that we really need to focus on getting our alloy production up as we start rolling time forward. And one thing that I want to do... Sorry, guys. We've got Magmorian Accord, this hive mind. They're suspicious of us. And we don't really have an envoy to send to them. They did get rid of the embassy. We don't really have a way to make treaties with them. That's fine. They're pathetic compared to us, so such that it is. Totalitarian faction has been formed. Kindly be on your way. Where are these guys from? This is in Yamal. Oh, this is in our territory. You don't like us? Okay, well, that's fine. Tassarians. Yeah, we're digging for dirt. Cool. Looking good. Keep going, guys. Oh, dear God. What is going on here?
Construction complete.
You guys, this is... I can't take that. There's 3 of them. That's 9 void worms. Oh, dear. Well, I suppose that's what it is right now. Build those mining stations. We need to keep an eye on that. Hopefully they're not coming into our territory. We're slower. I don't really like that. That's a negative trait. Okay, so these guys are going here. Please don't come into Brius. Just hang out in Sepix.
System survey report delivered.
They're headed to Heism. Yeah, let's do that.
Construction complete.
If we can get through the Voidworm Plague... yeah, I'm just trying to race through this situation. I don't think we're going to be able to kill something that's feeding on a colony, but, you know, such that it is. Okay, we can't harvest the living metal. Yeah, just keep going. Another ship is headed to Orville. Oh, that guy is. Okay. Now move forward.
Construction.
These guys are coming to Heism. I know this is tedious for me, to be reclaiming all of this territory, and kind of stop-starting quite a bit, but I'm trying to maximize our economic benefit. Yeah, here they come. It looks like they're going through...
Station under enemy fire.
Yeah, they just...
Mining station incinerated.
You guys. So they just got rid of that. They're coming here next, and I think they're going to come for the Ajam colony. That's what it looks like they're doing. Yeah, this shouldn't take too much longer. Move over there. We got that taken care of. Yeah, not fully surveilled. So I'll just head down that way. That should take us a few years, and we'll get this all resituated. These stupid void worms. I don't know what the play is here. Like, how do you take care of the void worms?
Complete.
You know? Like, I want to send this construction ship out this way, but it's probably not a good idea to now. Because the void worms are going to come through, and this is a lot. The 5th is quite a few jumps away. And Potov is... You know what? We're going to have to change that. I cannot have him commanding one of our flagship fleets. So Hatovas is going to replace you. And Potov is going to go over... No, I can't even have him do that. Or Tufchucho. I can't even have him do that because this is basically death for Corvettes. It's death for anyone. Like, movement speed is just... I can't use him. It's beyond the pale. He is the Prime Scorcher, so we could just use him as, you know, damage. Yeah, you know, I guess he just can't command. which means that we've got to find somebody else to handle the corvettes. Du Futfolk. Okay. That's a very strange trait. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Emotional support pet. 10 lifespan years and minus maximum -1 trait, or negative traits. Sure. Okay. Let's just have this guy hold for a moment. This construction ship. Another election is happening.
Construction complete. System survey report delivered.
Okay, so this is Andrusa. Got our mining station going there. Rathador is done. Oh, that's a great... You thinking what I'm thinking? That's a great energy spot. Let's survey that system. You're done surveying. Excellent. Okay, so we do have some gas coming in. Okay. We might have to go after these worms if they decide to go to Ajam. They're splitting. So some of them are going to Sepulin. Let's have you guys stop and withdraw. I don't want them eating my army transports. I'm relatively optimistic that we can take one set with the carrier fleet. What I'm not optimistic about is if that... Now, why are we producing food? I don't think we can... Where did the other one go? There was 3. Were there not? Either way, I was not optimistic that we could take a group of them. Let's just say that. Now, why are we producing food? We have star bases that are producing food. And some jobs. Okay. We have this colony. Are the robots producing food? Seems weird that they would be producing food. No food production is happening here, so let's take a look at star bases. Bourse could be upgraded. Do I want to spend that money right now? Or those alloys, really? No, I don't. Aluna is not... Rent beacon. There it is. Cosmolian? Where is this? We're getting 2 anchorages out of this, but it's in a really backwater part of space. And so I'm thinking just to downgrade this. Where's Yamal? It's also in this same area. Yeah, we did lose some naval capacity from that, but you know, there's really not much I can do about it. Can be upgraded. Okay. Yeah, so if one of these groups comes for Ajam, we'll do a quick strike. Let's take our diplomatic incident. Sufficiently scandal-storm. Alright, well. I could move them away, but let's just keep gathering information. I know it's influence, but it's fine. And artificial workforce, so now we got those robot assembly plants. Swarmer missiles. That might be our... A 100% shield penetration. That's actually a really good thing. They're medium slot. The armor would be nice too, but we're going to go with the missiles for now. And, yeah, we kind of need to get our energy situation under control too. That's got me a little concerned if that ticks up. Back to fleets. Can we make another fleet? Should we just do that? I'm contemplating reinforcing these guys, but I want it to come from Volkan. So let's... Where's the 7th at right now? Yeah. Let's send you guys to... Oh, interesting. Well, let's send them to Rent Beacon. Should be a way to send them home. Well, either way. I can manually send them home. We'll do that. And then we'll call for a reinforce on the 7th. That's going to upgrade them quite significantly. Excellent. We should probably check in on our entropy conduits as well. Have any of them started? Wait, what? Why? Why are you going here? This is a class M. You're headed here. Okay, maybe I don't understand how this works. So, you're going here to Kerbal. This is a red giant star. Alright. I'm just going to keep an eye on them. Because, honestly, I'm not sure what's happening here.
Construction complete.
Okay, Orval's done. Let's build some mining stations. Check in on our ships here. Okay, you're busy. What are these wormies doing? Okay, they're about to jump. Okay. So, Orval is done. Okay, yeah, that's... Sorry. Yes. I feel like by the time this construction ship gets down here, it's not going to be useful at all. But, heck, you know, what do I know? I guess they're going to the closest one. Let's go here. Go back to Rent Beacon. There might have... Oh, that may be why. Yeah, there's no place to upgrade them. This starport needs to be upgraded. It's only 200. Let's get that going. We need some more ship spaces. Okay. Okay. So... Fleet order canceled. Yeah, because I don't want you... Yeah. Okay. Go here.
Construction complete.
And the Void Worms, if we can take them one at a time, I'm relatively confident. No, I might eat my words.
Construction complete.
Not fully surveilled. Okay, so that one needs to be surveilled, but this one doesn't. So get on down there. Getting ready to jump. Oh boy, we're going to come in awfully close. Let's get them on a kill order.
Station under enemy fire. New research shining a light into darkness, lighting up hostile fleet. Research.
Run away, guys. Run away. Run away.
Nothing left but molten regret.
Oh, that's not good.
Construction complete.
Oh boy.
Life thriving.
Oh, we got him, but
Void.
wow, at what cost?
Impressive.
Yikes. Okay. Let's take a look at what we got here. We've got a whole bunch of permanent... Oh, I guess we want to do phase disruptors. And can I get something that unlocks... Oh, yeah. Get rid of blockers. That's what we want. Kasat's been re-elected. How is our situation with the Void Worms doing? That's observation insights. Slow, but we're kind of stop-starting a lot here. We ended up losing one cruiser, unfortunately. But we did keep them out of the Agem system. Do I want to upgrade this station? Not really. Head back to Aluna. Weird. That was up here. No.
Impressive. Construction complete.
Let's take a look at where that is. Cool. Keep going, guys. Looking good. Slowly reclaiming this territory. It's slightly embarrassing. We do need some military to help smooth that out. This might be... Okay, those are expansion fleets. This might be a place to build a starbase as well. Okay.
Life thriving in the cold void. Improbable. Impressive.
6 has been taken care of. Let's reinforce that fleet, and then after that we'll need, yeah. Mission accomplished.
Bestätigen.
Just keep spying. Yeah, they did kind of get torn up by void worms down here, is what it looks like. We do want to get another fleet or two going, but I think getting these, getting in control of these areas here is going to be more priority, and we obviously need. Oh my gosh, there's just so much to do, you guys. Can't take care of that. No blockers here. But this is turning into slowly but surely.
Life thriving in the cold void. Improbable. Impressive.
I guess these entropy conduits are just kind of wandering around. Like, I don't know what they're doing, why they're going, like, what are you going here for? You know?
System survey report delivered.
That's done. That's done. There was something over here. Was it this guy? Yeah. Head on over that direction. Okay, Vulcan's got their starbase up and running again, which is excellent. We can build a shipyard and anchorage, I guess. And then, I don't know what to build here. The Nebula Refinery might be a good option here, because I don't expect there to be a lot of combat down here. Things have gotten really bad if we're in combat situation there. Crew quarters is nice because of it reduces the docked upkeep of your ships. But yeah, I do like this. So let's do a Nebula Refinery there. Okay, these guys were waiting at Ensimars. Let's move them to a Luna. Yep. And go ahead and repair. Taking a look at our fleets once again. Yeah, the 6th actually... Okay, so they're back online. Let's upgrade all of those ships. It's going to make them more powerful. What I wish we had was slightly better engines, sublight speed and engines. Enins. I really didn't think about this. I might have wanted to put this crystalline entropy producer, the Crucible, somewhere a little bit more central to the galaxy, but I guess we're not doing that this game. Which is fine. Oh, look at all those void worms. It is a plague, you guys. We're almost halfway through the situation. Orville's done. Maybe he should go to Redenbacher next. I don't know. Sorry, was that bad? I didn't mean it, but I meant it. You'll get over it. Let's see. Where to send you? Where to send you, construction ship? Yeah, I guess go around there. This is going to take very, very little time now that we have all of these resources sitting around here. Which is fine. I wonder if that's like a Gaia world. Oh no, it's not. It's a volcanic world. That's why it's green, Ankh. Okay. I'm actually quite surprised at how little effort it took out to take care of the Pelirians. But when they have, like, Tranquil right in the name. Tassarian Foundation. Oh, hey. Preparing to declare war on us. They're preparing to declare our intel reports that they will declare war on us. 23-24. 1-1. So in a few years. Not if I declare war on you first. Okay. That's actually very useful. So last... Well, it's in the past for me. But I'm starting to understand better about previous games, about what is happening with different things. But we do need to tech up. We do need to get our fleets going and be ready for these guys. Let's try and acquire an asset. You know? You're going to declare war on me in 3 years. The Voidworm Plague won't be over by then. But they do have one fleet. Where do the rest of their fleets go? Here's another one. They split their fleet up. That was not smart. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Let's bring the armies to Ajam. Yes. And let's take a look at the strategic split of their empire. So we could, hypothetically, capture and hold this and basically break off a huge chunk of their empire. If I'm interpreting this correctly, right? There's no jump points except between Rodan and Zarim. So if... Or Zarim? Zarim? I like Zarim better, so I think I'm probably going to end up saying that. That little minutia of singularly rolling the R just sounds cooler. More exotic, you know, for my uncultured American tongue. So, if... The point being, if we can take this area and cut them off from it by holding Rodan, we can go back through and basically just dismantle this part of their empire, and maybe that's the next thing that we do in the next war that's coming. We'll let them declare the war, and then we'll crack back, because I don't see... Well, we can go look at the diplomacy here. It says that their fleet power is equivalent to ours, but we have like half of our naval capacity is used. And I'm guessing that as spiritual seekers, they have much less fleet power. Let's see what their civics are. Catalytic processing and police state, which is interesting. My god, they're good at producing alloys, I guess. So I think, yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Let's restore the jobs on Bourse. On Saurus, we need the power, but everything else is maxed out. On Rint Beacon, I don't know. That's another 16. Yeah, we probably should keep that. Ajam. This is looking great. Really, really, really great. Yeah, they're ready for another... Oh, well, hey, look at that. We're building all kinds of stuff here. I love it. Dimius... there's nothing really going on with this place. We can't get rid of the impassable mountains as much as I would like to. All kinds of upgrades that we could do here. Kind of a high crime rate. That's fine. Okay, so they're probably going to combine some of their fleets. They might have split them off to deal with some of the void worms. Those are space amoeba, space whales. Okay, so they might have already dealt with their void worm problem. But yeah, Rodan is the system to hold, and it's only got a station on it, so it's not like it's super, super strategically valuable to them, or at least they haven't said that it is. We do want to continue to spend our alloys as we can. Okay, so this guy's been upgraded. 8 ships. What is our rare crystal situation? Yeah, you know, we need the A-team ready to go, so... We're gonna get rid of this destroyer class, too. I'm tired of it kicking around. Let's go back to the fleets. Let's just send you home. And he'll meet up with the Disruptor fleet, and then, you know, we'll have a good time. You're good. Okay. Why don't you... Oh, you're already busy. Why are you saying you're done? And we got 2 construction ships that have gone to sleep. You have not, so why don't you go here? You're gonna build a starbase. This one is done. Oh, no, not done. Stay busy. Gotta stay busy, guys. Gotta stay busy. Once he's done, he can come back over to Sapolin.
Construction complete.
Excellent. So I don't know why they're declaring war. I mean, obviously they have 3 years roughly to get to that point. Macabre is surveilled. One, two, three. Yeah, so just a few here. We'll have that taken care of in no time, though. And then it's just this little pocket that's next.
Construction complete.
Soyama. Okay. Do I have enough to upgrade you guys? Yes. Do it.
Research completed.
Excellent.
The spark is now aflame.
Fleet command limit is important. That might be useful. Espionage and covert activities. That's actually pretty quick. Even though, I mean, I say it's quick, relatively speaking. Our society research is absolutely deplorable. But you don't have a lot of habitable worlds.
Our fleet is prepared
I mean,
to bring the heat.
I say that, but what are you doing? Go there. Back to fleet orders. Do I want to even keep this thing? Yeah, it's going to join the 7th Disruptors. It's very, very easy for us to upgrade them. Let's make a new fleet. And actually, you know what? Before I even do that, can we do something? Can we get another cruiser? A new design that isn't a carrier cruiser? Like, let's do an artillery setup. So that's a long range 100, 100. $75, 40. We're going for range here, so it seems like coil gun. Speed is important. And we've taken artillery. Medium range. Yeah, this will make it so it goes closer than our carriers. These are going to be like carrier protectors with our cruisers. Because, you know, I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with this group as it stands right now. Maybe not in the upcoming war. But my expectation is... Can we go to 1? Oh, we can. This kinetic weapons... Although, now that I think about it, we did have some intel on these guys, and they had refit, or their ships are all armor. All of their cruisers are armor-based. So I'm bringing kinetic weapons to an armor fight. It's almost like we should go shield. Where's your fleet? Where's your main fleet? Here it is. So we know that their cruisers are a mix of armor and shields, but pretty heavy armor. Yeah, you know, this design is actually... Oh, did it delete? It did. Okay. Let's go with a cruiser, and let's go artillery, and then... We're going to go with lasers, because they do armor and hull damage, and they don't have a lot of shields. And if we want something that's going to be jumping up in front of our carriers, we'll need a little bit bigger fusion reactor. Then that's going to be better against their whatever the heck they've got going on over there. Now it's energy weapon versus energy weapon. But I'm okay with this. And now just to give it a name. We're going to call it the COSAT. Gosat class cruiser. Let's save that. Have these guys changed to auto upgrade? Okay. So let's make some Kosats. That's 5,000 alloys, which we're obviously not going to get to right away. But and we don't even have enough to build one of these. But that's okay. We've got the design in the bag. That's the important thing. Yeah, see, here they come.
Construction complete.
And we keep using alloys to grab all of these systems. That's okay. I really dislike it, but I like it, but I dislike it because I feel like at some point we're going to have to stop doing that because the diminishing returns that you get as the game gets closer to being over. But for now, all of these resources coming in is going to be more useful. Yeah, they're coming.
Construction complete.
Which is fine. I'm good with it. And go out to hiking. Let's start claiming some of these as we can. Nope. Here.
Council agenda available.
Okay. We've got a whole bunch of colony we need to start colonizing some stuff. So let's take a look at... I'm looking for a place that doesn't have blockers that I can't clear. I know that... Okay, go back over here. I know that I can't clear impassable mountains, but it doesn't tell me that I don't have the tech. So we can't really settle any of these until they have been terraformed. And I can't tell which which blockers can I clear and which ones can I not. Like, is there a way to tell in the research? Society research has really gotten us kind of cranked down on that. So we can do deep sinkhole blocker on one of our colonies has a deep sinkhole. Where is that deep sinkhole? There it is. 500 energy. Get rid of that thing. Okay. So you can kind of tell, but not really, unfortunately. Okay, well, such that it is. Oh, hey, good. Society research. We like that.
Research shining a light into
Swarmer
darkness.
missiles. Ooh. Shield penetration. I don't really need shield penetration. I need armor penetration right now. There's autocannons or railguns. Kinetic weapons unlock. Oh boy. Yeah, these are not good for us right now. So I guess we'll go with railguns, just because going with railguns is going to allow you to open up another research field. That's it. That's the only reason. Like, I can't think of anything else. Nalo. Okay. How about you? Yeah, we can't really terraform any of these planets until... Yeah, here comes their fleet. Come on in, guys. Water's fine.
Our fleet is prepared to bring the heat.
7th disruptors have been upgraded. Taking a look at these guys. All armor. And, you know, is it worth 2324? So I have roughly 1 year to change that design. I don't think they can handle us. I think these carriers are going to chew them up and spit them out.
Construction complete.
You know, that's really what I think. I think they're going to come into that system and they're just going to bounce right off. Vulcan Starbase is done. Yeah, we can't spend any more right now, unfortunately. We're eating our alloys to feed our people, but we need them for everything else. Kind of anticipated that. All right, let's take the armies. And I sent them up here, but now I'm actually feeling rather apprehensive, knowing that there's a war coming. Go back to Ajam and just hang out there. They're not going to get past Aluna. We could build some defensive platforms, but I don't think that's a good idea either. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's my warning to you. What's going on here? Potov has leveled up. Excellent. He's not on the council. I don't really like Trickster. It reduces the risk, but it makes him more flighty. I kind of want to hold fleets down and kill as many of their ships as possible. Yeah, let's do that.
Research shining a light into darkness.
UV lasers. Just become a fleet organizer. Heck. Let's take... Yeah, okay, so that was good. We're just going to sweep that under the rug. Let's go take a look at that Kasat class. Yeah, so he's not auto-upgrading, but let's drop UV lasers into this thing. Oh, and I forgot to... It's a little bit more pricey. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We'll change the design later if we need to. But I love the espionage system providing you with information on enemy ships. Oh yeah, you're coming down here? Okay.
Construction complete.
Oops, I forgot to... it's really hard for me to keep these guys busy. You have to be on it. Almost done, okay.
Construction complete.
It's really interesting that this is the most powerful empire from a score perspective. You're going down here to fight something. Yep. So they disappear from the map when that happens. Interesting. Okay. Be nice to have an asset right before the war begins. And maybe they've changed their mind. Maybe they won't actually declare war. Highly doubt it.
Our fleet is prepared to bring the heat.
Okay, so we can start. Start reinforcing this with Cassats.
Research
Okay, they've returned.
completed.
They did take some
The
damage.
spark is now aflame.
Adaptive bureaucracy. Come on, give me. That's interesting. Yeah, let's do that. I like that because we can do some genetic modifications to maybe make some of the other species more interested in thermophilic worlds. You. Okay. Is it, yeah, it is anomaly time. Go for it. Somehow we ran out of influence. Like I said, this was a very... I didn't realize it until probably too late, but this is a very greedy play. Very greedy play.
Construction complete.
Okay, is this fleet coming back? 23, 24. Yeah, look at that. Right on time.
Now the fire spreads.
So, yeah, let's set our war goal. And we'll war goal is on... Oh. Humiliate? Kind of wanted Cleansing Blaze, but okay. It's managing the claims. Oh. All right. Well, here we are. Why doesn't it say the war goal? Like, so where's Zmeldrian and Sildoran? Zmeldrian's up here, so they're backed by... Oh yeah, they're backed by two guys here, but I'm going to cut their empire in half. Do we let them come to us or do we go to them? It's really opportune that they have decided to declare war with their fleet on this side of this line of demarcation here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let them come to us. And The reason being is because if I let them come to us, we can then repair, refit, do whatever we need to do based on our losses. And then we can, you know, we're fighting in home territory here.
Construct.
And we've got, I mean, like, look at this. We've got our disruption field, which drops their shield hit points. We've got our crew quarters. We've got our target uplink computer. We're fighting on a very advantageous ground here in Aluna. What is this? Get away from it. Just take the experience. Oops. Yeah, I'll take Spark of Genius too. And what are you doing now? You're gonna go do another anomaly if I have a say in it. How about here? Yeah, excellent. Oh my gosh. We're doing a lot of stop-starting here. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this thing, because I'm not going to use it. What I should have done is should have thrown it on the front lines on Luna. Just been like, you're a separate fleet, and go up there and, you know, get eaten. But, no, I didn't do that, because I'm not very smart. We kind of need to stop on claiming additional territory. I want to claim more territory. I want to take these systems here, right? I feel like that's ours. We're destined to it, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 systems down here that we need to wrangle, as it were. Their fleet is running? That's very odd. I mean, we've got, to be fair, we've got like roughly 30k.
Situation log updated.
Just sitting there, waiting for... Wait, that's in a storm, I think. But that's not a bad place for a Dyson as well. Look at that, +8. Yum. That's the thing you type. That's the thing you type an email to your mom about. Guess what I found in Stellaris yesterday? An 8 energy star system. Can you believe it? I'll do the research project. Not your mom, my mom. If you were playing, then it would be your mom. You would write your mom an email. Just to be clear. I'm not talking about badly about somebody's mom. I have in the past, and I'm not above insulting someone's mother, but at this moment in time, I am choosing to take the higher road. That way, it will be easier for me to hurl down insults upon someone's mother when I truly need to. Because you will have thought, oh, Ankh doesn't insult other people's mothers. What are we doing here? Brius 3. We need to clean up this mess. Not our problem. Brius is yeah, we've got this forward observation post here. Commence the operation. We're gonna get ourselves an asset. Asset has been acquired. Excellent.
Flashdiagram.
What does this guy do? Ooh. Well, that's actually a really nice asset. They've been saturated with scandals. Our infiltration level is 33, so let's keep let's keep the infiltration going. And, where did this... Donde? Where did your fleet go? I'm slightly disappointed. There it is. Oh no, that's not it. They had a big fleet. Why am I not seeing it?
Construction complete.
Alright, well, let's take care of this. Almost done with supremacy. 85 more months. I am mildly annoyed. You go up here, and you're going to wait. Oh. That's an interesting spot for our first cruiser to pop out at. This is going to be renamed. This is the 8th. Carrier support group. Those of you who might be asking yourselves, why does he always have numbers after all of his fleets, at the beginning of all his fleets? Because that's what helps me remember. I recognize that culturally, there should be no real indication of numbered fleets like this. But for my limited brain power when it comes to dealing with this game, I will tell you right now that my ability to keep things organized is heavily dependent. There's the 8th. Okay, let's set your base to Aluna. And assign base. That'd be interesting to convert them to a mercenary enclave. Let's send the 8th up to Aluna. And we can do another ship, so we'll do that. Also, what's our leadership situation looking like? We're maxed out on commanders. But this guy, I really don't want... He's the Prime Scorcher. He's got some decent things as Chancellor. Oh, he's the Chancellor. How is he Prime Scorcher and Chancellor at the same time? Did I just not read that correctly? I think I misread that. Looking at our commanders. Yeah, oh, sorry. This is our guy who we really don't like. He's gonna die soon anyways. He's getting kind of old. But we can't really assign him to a fleet. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these other candidates. And let's take Warlike. Haradat. Ha, we don't have enough unity. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, this looks like as good a place as any. Wow. There's a brown dwarf. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've ever seen that. Well, at least I haven't noticed it. Very nice. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up Eruption 8 right here. The beginning of the Tassarian War that espionage told us was coming. We were moving our fleets in that direction anyways. So very thankful that we have managed to hang on to all of our territory. We've almost incorporated all the Polarian damage, or Polarian territory into our empire, and we've almost repaired all of the damage that they did with their little annoyance fleet. So thanks for watching along. Thanks for coming on this journey with me and watching through Eruption 8. And as you go on about your day, please don't forget to hit somebody with a little bit of kindness. And we'll see you next time.